Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. So, today I am in the Toldi 2A, but before we talk about this tank, where you can get it from and if it is worth it, I firstly have to apologize, both for the intro, I simply couldn't resist, only in the War Thunder hangar, right? And then also for round about a week of absence. I had to recharge my batteries. I was playing stuff that I already made videos about, so nobody would really watch it anyways, and I kind of had to recharge my batteries, recharge my interest in, doing War Thunder videos, and I think this is now the time. So, Toldi 2A. What is this tank? Well, this tank sits in the Italian tech tree and as such is as Italian as a pineapple pizza. Because yes, it's kind of the Italian tech tree, but it's kind of not, right? So it's the first Hungarian light tank with a battle rating of 1.3 rank 1. It has full premium status and you can obtain it via purchasing the Battle Pass Season 3. And by itself, it's obvious the tank is not worth the price of the Battle Pass, but it is by itself a nice tank. So, let's just quickly go over the tank. No, let's go quickly over the gameplay. So what I'm doing here is just, I think, kind of common sense with a little bit of risk involved. I prepare ambushes for the enemy, I try to take the good knockout shots, and I try to flank the enemies. But War Thunder maps, there is just so much flanking that you can do. Anyway, let's talk about the Toldi 2A. So, we have a main gun, a 40mm 37/42M cannon, overall ammunition capacity is 55 rounds, and we have a coaxial 8mm 34/40M machine gun with 3,200 rounds of ammunition. So far, nothing spectacular. We have, for all following stats are with an ace crew fully trained for comparison reasons, a 2.8 second reload, which is to be expected for this kind of main caliber cannon, a 16 degrees per second turret rotation speed, which is kind of okayish for this battle rating, 4 degrees per second gun elevation speed, which is kind of standard, and then we also have 3 different shell types that I quickly want to go into. The first one is the HE shell, which is not really that spectacular unless you really love shooting at aircraft. 800 meters per second mass velocity, 3 millimeters of penetration, from 63 grams of TNT equivalent. Then we have the 36M APHE BC round, which is, previously only relatively unique to Soviet-based weaponry. 60 millimeters of penetration, and we have a bursting charge of 15 grams and 800 meters per second mass velocity, which is quite nice. And as a third shell type, we have the 43M APBC solid shot round, also 800 meters per second mass velocity, but a little bit more penetration, 64 millimeters, but the post-penetration damage therefore is significantly lower. So as you can see, I use mainly the 36M, the APHE-BC round with magic, super special Soviet penetration mechanics that kind of defies the physics of logic, etc. Anyway, then let's continue. Let's talk about the armor of the tank, and it is relatively unspectacular. While the upper frontal plate is angled at somewhere around 50 degrees, we have a thickness of 20 millimeter. Effective thickness is 35 millimeters. Lower glacis is 13 millimeters with the angle included. We have 22 millimeters of effective thickness. The turret front is also 33 millimeters flat, and from the side, both the hull and the turret are only 13 millimeters thick. So it's not really something that you want to take a shot with, and maybe you're lucky and 20 millimeter rounds bounces, or you can absorb 50 cals from the front, but don't really rely on the armor of the tank. But it's not really outstandingly bad for this battle rating. The mobility is then something else, because we have a 155 horsepower strong engine for this 9.4 ton tank. So the horsepower to ton ratio is in excess of 15. It's around 16-17-ish, and you feel this. Top speed is limited to 47 kilometers per hour, and the reverse is only 5.5 kilometers per hour. However, overall the package is really nice and I like it. So what you can do with this tank is go quickly into position, maybe absorb some random shots from an autocannon or something, but a dedicated anti-tank cannon will make short work of you, especially since there are only 3 crew members, of which 2 are in the turret. And also if you look at this tank from the front, on the left hand side of the hull there is the transmission, on the right hand side there is the driver and also the the gunner. Whereas then the commander also takes the role of loader. So overall, a nice tank, something that I really want to have in my collection, but it's also not really that great as a premium. So if you think that this would make you tons and tons of silver lines and RP, I have to disappoint you, and that not just because it's only rank 1 and effective progress then kind of stops after that. So yeah, the new Battle Pass season. I'm kind of split about it. You can get this tank only by purchasing the Battle Pass, whereas then you can get, I think, the French P39 Q15 for free, but at a higher rank. And that plane also has kind of its ups and downs. So yeah, I think that this was a nice battle so far. I think that this tank is quite nice overall with its handling. It's not totally overpowered, but it's also not really weak and bad. I think that overall the gun handling with 10 degrees of gun depression, 20 degrees of gun elevation, the kind of average turret rotation speed, the quick rate of fire, the APHEBC round, that all kind of adds up to a nice experience, let's put it that way. This is 100% a beginner's tank and a collector's item, and again, not something that you would use for grinding. And so far, that is all that you need to know about, well, this tank, and so far Battle Pass Season 3. Although so far, when it comes to the rewards, I think we have kind of received the short end of the stick. With every Battle Pass season, beginning with Battle Pass Season 1 to Battle Pass 2 and 3, rewards such as boosters and silver lines have gone a little bit lower, whereas then, you know, the effort and the price kind of has stayed the same. In fact, I wanted to, as usual, purchase the advanced Battle Pass season, and that it gives you an extra 15 days or 150 Battle Pass points. However, whereas usually on day 1 it cost me 2,000 golden eagles because it seems to be a bug or something, it now cost me the full 2,500 ones. And I'm really interested in the follow-up rewards such as the American tank and the Soviet light cruiser. I'm really eager to play them once we, the content creators, get the test drives on them. Up until then, I also tried to play the P39 Q15, and so far the best battle that I had, as you guessed, I didn't record. Otherwise, I would have shown you that footage first. But that is not something really too bad. Let's have a quick look at the post-battle results for the Toldi 2 with an 8-kill game with 2 assists. And we won, so 41,000 silver lines, and over half of this has gone to epic awards such as the Mission Maker, Heavy Metal Hero, and Survivor. So the silver line income isn't really that great. Without those achievements, it would be 14,000. That is far from spectacular. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please give this video a like if it did. Subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this little tank and also the rest of the battle pass. And as usual, we will see each other on the waves in the skies and on the battlefields of War Thunder.